Good afternoon. Good afternoon, and welcome to Developmental Psychology Online. Welcome to week 3, as we are continuing our journey to understand people, where they come from, or how they develop. And excuse me. And this week we are looking specifically at in utero development and birth, and the first. I would say maybe the first couple of years of life, what we call infancy. What do we start with as babies? Last week, we had a very interesting reading and discussion and some exercises, really looking at this question of genetics. And as we see, as our society continues to develop technology and to understand more about the human genome and like where we come from and all, it's important to understand. Remember, genes are not just the plan. They're more like light switches, and like a wall of light switches, all your genes and circumstances and your environment come along and turn some of those on and off, so that we see how the genes are expressed. It's largely caused by the environment. That's how nature and nurture are inexorably linked. So I had asked this question about presenting you with the question of genetics and genes, and what if you knew about your children's genes? What would you do about it? Would that have any effect? Sasha had an interesting comment. I think it was something to the effect of, maybe it would be better not to know, and maybe we could just go through life and just see how things come, and kind of put it in the hands of whatever you believe, as far as the fate or destiny or God or whatever, which is really how people have lived. And maybe it's best not to try to mess with the situation. I think a couple of you, um, well, Chantel, what you said about you just kind of had this idea of hopefully the world will know what to do with the information. Hopefully, knowing about our genetics wouldn't mean that we would say there's anything wrong with people or put them down or whatever. Kimberly, yeah, had kind of the opposite opinion. It's good to know our genetics. The only thing would be the dangerous one if insurance got a hold of that information, whether they would give you insurance or not. Angel, you also reiterated that issue with the privacy. People have a right to their own privacy. Okay. The more we try to mess with the whole genetic business, the more we're going to find that's a problem, though, is that more people are going to know. And then, I don't know. Can people handle that? Can people handle knowing about each other? In any case, good discussion, great discussion, good thinking, all of you. Thank you very much for participating. Remember, 2 responses to your classmates a week, as well as your initial response to the question. And have a great week, and take care of yourselves as we are keep plunging in and keep thinking, and put as much analysis as you can into it. You're a great class, and it's been a pleasure so far. Have a great weekend, and have a great 3rd week, and I'll talk to you next week.